Hi everyone, this is Show 60. I thought I'd take some time to plug in another YouTube channel that I like going to. So, for those of you who don't know, I am a huge fan of Japanese culture. And by that I'm not talking about anime and video games because I didn't get into those till like I was 10 years old. I got into Japanese culture as a whole at a much younger age. Much younger. And by that I mean like when I was like 4 or 5 years old back in New York. And it started with karate of all things. And some of you are probably shocked, like, what? But you talk about Japanese anime and video games on YouTube. You talk about all this stuff. There's no way you could be, well, yeah, and as far as like drawing is concerned, but we're not here to talk about my upbringing. We're here to talk about a site called I'm here to plug a site on a random basis. And the site that I'm about to talk about is Nihongonomori. Nihongonomori is like basically for the most part the Japanese language learning channel for people who are trying to ace like the JLPT. Now, for anyone who is just starting and is trying to get themselves into basic Japanese grammar, there's like a playlist that they created called Basic Japanese for English Speakers. And it's a series of like the fundamentals of Japanese grammar, like pronouns, conjugation, things like that. It's a wonderful site. I've benefited from this. However, if you really wanted to maximize your experience with those guys, I would suggest you have like a pen and a notebook handy. That way you can prepare yourself. That way, like, if you ever come across like a Japanese person, or if you come across somebody who doesn't speak English, or if you decide to take a trip to Japan if you are rolling in that money. Okay, I was lame, but with that said, I'm going to be plugging sites that I like randomly, so this isn't just advertising. It's just like, these are YouTube channels that I like a lot, and I really think you should go to these sites. If you're somebody that loves Japanese culture so much and want to expand it past what you currently know to the point where you just want to learn the language, then Nihongonomori Japan is definitely your YouTube channel. So here's the link in the annotation or in the description below. So yeah, what I'm going to do is put an annotation on here, like so. And in case your annotations still work, you can check the description below, like so. And boom, you're in Nihongonomori Japan. However, I will caution you, a vast majority of their videos are completely in Japanese. So unless you have already taken Japanese by yourself or in a structured class, most of the stuff you're not going to get or understand. You're going to be like puzzled, like, eh? So with that said, check the annotations, and if the annotations still work, check the description below. In case you're wondering, yes, this is a smudge guard that I use. So, yeah. Don't mind the closet. This is my Huion GT190. But, that's for another story. So, with that said, my time is up. This is Show 60 saying, ja ne. Have fun in Nihongo no Mori. Because you know I will. And if you want to challenge me or spar with me, I'll also put in my Skype name on here, so that way we can have a nice little Japanese conversation going. So I'll have my alternate IME keyboard ready. So with that said, I'm free on Skype. If you find Nihongo no Mori helpful, good. That is awesome. However, if you don't find Nihongo no Mori helpful, there's another site that I'll plug in later on. So, catch you later. Ja ne.